What's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a Norwegian knife from Helle, or Helle. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'll maybe say Helle. I don't know. You guys can let me know down in the comments section. But this one is the Algonquin, probably pronouncing that wrong as well, number 78. This was sent from an awesome viewer who I talk to on Instagram all the time. So here's the note that came with it. It says, hey Jeff, here's a knife I received in a trade. It's a nice knife. I really have no use for it. It had a mirror edge, but I put it on my strop. Thought you might want to add it to your collection. That is awesome. It's actually a company that I've been aware of for many, many years and just never got a chance to have one. As you guys know, 99% of what I get is through trades. So a lot of people who have these have specific collections or just was never, offered in a trade. So this is essentially a Scandinavian, ground blade. It's very similar to, the Mora knives that we're all very familiar with. There's obviously a few different brands of knives that are very similar in that respect, but these have always been kind of the upscaled Moras. Okay, these were the expensive Moras, using all different types of woods, a little bit of a steel upgrade. In this particular case, it's one of their smaller models. Okay, so this is worn as a neck knife, which I have been using. It makes me feel very Cody Lundin-ish, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's really cool. So the first thing that I noticed, which I never really took note of before, seeing them in, because a lot of the ones I saw were the larger ones, and they just have these pretty ornate leather sheaths. But so if I can get my camera to focus here, you can see that the strap of leather for the sheath actually goes through this extension on the pommel. All right, which is really cool. Okay, just kind of keeps the knife secure. Obviously, it's not going to go anywhere. It's got a nice fit in the sheath, but that's a nice little added retention. So you just pop that off, and out comes a knife. So the sheath itself is just absolutely awesome. I mean, just smells great. I love the smell of good leather. It's just a very high quality leather sheath. All right, simple but very well executed. In this particular case, this knife has a oak handle here on the top and the bottom with a band of curly birch. All right, but if you look at their knives, they're all over the place with all different types of wood, very smoothed out, very contoured. All right, even though I have larger hands, you can see I kind of put my pinky back here and rest it on that extension. All right, but fits very nicely holding it like that. They use a laminated stainless steel. All right, actually, if I zoom in here, you could probably see the line right towards the edge. I'll use the end of this leather as a pointer. All right, if I get the light right. Okay, right there. You see how the grind's coming down, and there's like a line right here coming all the way down. That's where the top layer of steel ends and the middle layer pokes out. And so it's like that on both sides. All right, so there's three pieces of steel that are laminated together. The idea with laminated steel like that is the core, or the centerpiece, is harder. All right, so it has your good edge retention, but the two pieces that are on the outsides are a little bit softer steel, allows for flexing. Just a really good design. I didn't get to use this knife too much since I got it. I actually went on a camping trip. I got this right after the camping trip, but I do plan on doing some more camping this summer, and next time I go out, I will certainly bring this knife. It's a little hard to focus on the blade here since it's so, polished up, but you can see the logo there on the left. All right, Helle, Norway. And this particular model is written on the blade as well. Algonquin, if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, pretty interesting little knife. This specific one sells for about $160. Generally speaking, when you're looking at this particular brand, they're all over $100. It's pretty much, $100 to maybe $200. Comes in a really interesting tube packaging here. All right, we open up that tube. So you've got some paperwork in here, as well as a nice kind of hanky little cloth there. So the paperwork says Knives of Norway on the front. Of course, goes into the brand itself. All right, knives made to be used. You can pause there if you want to read that. It talks about sharpening and so forth. But yeah, there's a better shot of that as far as their laminated steel goes. So yeah, pretty cool though. I mean, this was a really nice surprise. Not only do I think the knife is beautiful, but it's just a particular brand I've known for so long and just never got a chance to try it out. There's probably a handful of knife brands out there like that. It's just I've heard about it for years, just didn't have a whole lot of personal experience with it. Puma Knives is one of those that pops in my head right now. Seen them for many, many years. I've owned one or two, but never really got to use them hard. you know. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff out there I still have yet to try out, and this is one of them. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This will be my bushcraft knife, at least one of multiple bushcraft knives I'm going to use over the summer, doing some camping stuff. And eventually I would like to do a review on this particular one. Not sure exactly when that'll happen. I know a lot of times I'll say, hey, I'm going to do a review on this, and maybe I don't end up doing it. That's why I try not to make promises. But this is one I'm going to have for a very long time. I really do like this one a lot. Plus, Christina's eyeballing it as well. It's a little bit on the smaller side. Fits her hand perfectly. It's still very comfortable with this kind of 3-finger grip here with the pinky on the bottom. All right, because that little stub is there, it really helps because my finger's not slipping off. I actually have a really good solid grip, but it fits her hand like a glove. It's perfect. So who knows, maybe eventually she'll steal this from me. But that's okay, I love her, so she's allowed to. Everything that's mine's hers. But yeah, that was a really nice gesture and just super cool because I've never tried this particular brand. So let me know down below if you have knives from Helle or Helle. And of course, if you're Norwegian, you can certainly help me with the pronunciation there, not only of the brand, but also the model itself. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.